Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 5 of Direwolf20's Server Play Series, Season 5. Oh, cool, my Manilium is done. Or Manamana, as it's nicknamed. I'm
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm cooking up some Manamana because I need more of it to repair my pickaxe. This thing has been breaking on me every now and then, but I've been repairing it diligently. Hooray! I might even be able to get 2 on there without wasting any. Stay on there, ingot cast. Ingot casts are definitely a good way to go with these things. Oh yeah, see, that doesn't fully repair it. It gets it mostly repaired, so that's probably pretty good. Should I put diamond on there? I'm wondering like what else I want to put on modifier-wise. I can fit a total of 1 more modifier, and then if I use a diamond and a gold block, I can get another modifier, and then if I use a nether star, I can get even another modifier on there. But Nether Star, a little bit of a ways off, I'm sure. So I'm thinking what I want to start with is probably the thing that auto-repairs the tool. Like, that would probably be really handy for me. So let's see, where's that book thingy that I have that tells me how to do that? And while I'm getting ready with that, Mysterious Ages is on, Tog, Future Amnet, and Pahamar chilling on TeamSpeak. And I think Rorax, you still around? Rorax was here.
I am.
Hooray! How's everybody doing?
Good. And Dire, if you want...
I'm relaxing.
If for your reinforcing, you probably want to use an emerald rather than a diamond, because a diamond only adds 500.
Oh yeah, and an emerald's 50%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I do want to make it last longer between repairs, I think an emerald would be a very valuable option. Did you put an emerald on yours, Rorax?
I put the following modifiers. Moss for repair.
Yep.
Diamond for 500. Emerald for the 50%. Lapis for the,
Fortune.
The fortune. Thank you. And obviously, because I have 4 modifiers on there, I had to use the gold block diamond thing.
Cool. Right.
What am I supposed to do with these fences there?
Let me look at your stream real quick. Tog's streaming and he's going through. Oh, yeah, that's a fun little maze to go through. You should be able to manage to find your way through it. You should be able to break certain fences, but other ones will get replaced if you break them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, have fun. Like, break it, and if you can continue through, you're good. If you can't, then, like, it'll put a block there. It'll be like, oh, you broke my fence, I'm putting a block there. Tog's going through the Twilight Forest, that big tower. Urghasts exists now, and that's cool. So he's going up the tower to find one. He cheated his way up with a little jetpack fun. See, that's the block it puts there. Yeah, he definitely... I told him he should really go through the whole tower, because it's such an awesome adventure to go on that you really want to go through it all. Alright, so where's that recipe? I believe it's just 9... Oh, see, here's how you can upgrade additional modifiers. Gold block and a diamond will get you an additional modifier. And 9 mossy cobble. So what I'm told, by the way... Moss stone.
I'm not just...
Yes, liquid
I'm
transposer.
not just supposed to, like,
Cobble?
run through them, am I?
Nope. No, like, there's a legitimate way to get through. You just have to figure it out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can probably jump over some of these spots, can I?
Right. So, you'll figure it out. There should be a legitimate way to get through. I've not yet seen one that didn't work. So have fun with that. Yeah, so I want a liquid transposer with some water in it, right? That shouldn't be a problem. How much water does that use?
I think it's a quarter bucket.
Is it? It uses 250 millibuckets. You are correct. So I need like 3 buckets worth of water. That's right. I cleaned out my whole chest room and rearranged everything. Did I ever give myself an infinite source? I don't know that I did. Let's go get one.
Well, I don't see any too high areas that I can get through now.
You'll figure it out. You're a smart guy.
Not sure what there is to figure out. Like, I broke all the fences and they're all reappear with blocks.
So,
yeah.
one of the tricks is that you'll find that there's some fences, you usually have enough time when there's an open slot at head height, but a fence at bottom height, and a fence above that, to run through after you've broken one. There's not enough time to break two, obviously, so you can run through once you've broken one. Another one is when you've got a too high gap at the top, but a fence at your if you break the block at your feet, you can then jump over because it's a one high block and not a fence.
I see. So I just break the plots that appear and run through. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, if there's like 2 lots of fence in your way, you're not going to be able to get through no matter what.
I'll put my infinite water source back here now because I moved my stuff. So I should be able to do that, that.
Oh, the other thing is you can break the rebuilder blocks if you have an axe on you. I don't know whether that's intended or not.
Well, that takes a lot of power, doesn't it? Oh well, that's not a big deal. I've got a decently filled redstone engine energy cell system down here that's looking like it's doing a pretty good job. The steam engines, of course, ran out of coal, but not before the redstone energy cell filled up. So, in my opinion, that was, you know, coal well spent. I didn't waste any. Alright, so let's see. We've got some moss stone here. What I'll do is let this moss stone, you know, do its thing. And then I'll be back in just a few to put this awesome enchant on. Alright, got myself some mossy cobble. Dun 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 dun. Hooray, ball of moss. And I should be able to put this guy on here. Oh, that's cool looking. Stonebound, luck, haste, auto repair, fortune 2. So many cool things on Dire Pick 20. Yoink. Oh, that's a fancy looking pick. That's awesome. Now, from what I understand, it repairs a little bit faster when exposed to sunlight. But not like super fast. It's not going to repair that quickly. Debating. Do I want to throw an emerald on there too? Just, you know, for good measure? Kind of feeling like that might not be a terrible idea.
You certainly do.
On your Phenomena pick?
Yeah. In order to do that,
Yeah.
though, like, I've run out of enchant slots, so I need to throw a diamond on it, but I kind of feel like that's probably still worthwhile.
It totally is. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
It means you have to come back less frequently. Oh, Soren's been on.
So if we take a look here, guys, you'll see that currently modifiers remaining is 0. So I can't modify this thing anymore. So I can't put an emerald in there. It's just going to say, like, no, you got all the modifiers you're going to put on there. You already made this thing awesome. But as I showed you guys, you can either use a block of gold and a diamond together. And what this will do is give you a new pick with 1 modifier. Awesome, right? And now I should be able to modify it with an emerald. Cool. And you'll note that it goes from 3,000 durability to 4,500 durability, which means it'll just last that much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and yoink, pull that out of there. And now we've got an even cooler pickaxe with a really fancy little emerald on the top of it. So it just lasts
User
longer.
in your channel timed out.
So we're at 4333 durability. So I'm just going to go like stand outside for a few seconds in the sunlight. I think it does repair without sunlight, just not as fast. Hey, it's Mysterious Ages. How's it going?
Hello!
You've got arrows in you.
Alright.
And a Thaumcraft wand.
Oh dear, I do have arrows in me. I'm gonna have to go get medicine.
So still 4333, but
User in
that's
your
okay.
channel timed out.
I think
repairs. It's
there's
just pretty
a
slow.
problem. Yeah, I think there's a problem between the meta values.
Yeah.
If you're looking at that.
No, I'm looking in the
User
chest
disconnected from
itself.
your channel.
Like if I'm looking
Okay.
inside the block, it tells you what the current thing is.
Yeah, that is correct. It doesn't. The damage value, like meta value on the item, doesn't always match up.
Yep. All right, YouTube. I'll be back in a second. I'll wait for this thing to repair a little bit and hopefully be able to show you its, you know, higher damage value thingy. All right, check it out. We got it up to 4337 now. So you can see that it was, you know, after about a few seconds there, it repaired itself just a little bit, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm thinking if I had made it out of obsidian, it would have been even cooler, but I think I prefer the stone-bound ability more so than... Because that really does make it mine that much faster. I mean, it's cool. All right, what did I want to work on this episode? Oh yeah, I want to get a little bit more reliable form of Buildcraft power. I mean, coal works, but I'd like to go tap an oil spout if I may. And I'm thinking I'm going to do things a little bit differently than usual and try something a little bit fancy. So another thing I want to do is start working on industrial craft power. So why don't I get the ingredients I'm going to need for all these things, and I will be back. Alright guys, we are back. I made myself some redstone engines, and I just got the stuff I think that I need to make myself a pump. So let's see. Pumps. Bump, bada, bump, bump. Not that pump, this pump. Hooray! So I got a pump, I got 4 redstone engines, and it's nighttime. So maybe I want to go wait for it to be day, but I will. Now, I was under the impression that no longer could you power machines with redstone engines, but Tog says he's been doing it, so I'm going to believe him and, you know, see if that hurts me. But I guess since I'm waiting, I might as well craft the following. I want to make myself ender tanks. That should be a good way to transport liquids from one spot to another. You know, I've used tesseracts before, I've used turtles, I've used about 100 different things. Railcraft, I think I've used almost every mod there is to transport liquids from one point to another for my oil transport. I'm going to use ender tanks this time. So let's go ahead and make this happen. I need a cauldron, or 2. And then I need, actually, to go with yellow. So that's only 1. Why did I only get 1? Oh, right, because I need another piece of wool. I only had 1 wool. I need 2 wool. So I'll get some.
I'm assuming I'm not supposed to see levers that are floating in midair.
I don't know. You might have triggered some gas or something that caused that to happen, and they like maybe knocked the block off the lever, but I don't know.
Probably.
Why there are no flowers in this biome? There's purple flowers, but no yellow flowers. That's alright. I know a way to get some. And this sword is awesome. This is another one of M. Dio's swords from Tinker's. Yeah, we chose ender chest colors again, and my ender chest color happens to be yellow, because I said I want yellow, because you can make it with flowers. So it's yellow, yellow, and then any other color is my frequency. So like we choose
I thought it was because of your golden voice.
It could also be from my golden voice, that's true. I got a white flower, dandelion, that's cool. No, they just said, what color do you want? I said dandelion yellow, because that's like, you know, easy.
Don't believe him, audience. He actually gave a very specific hex value for the code.
Yeah. Speaking of hex color codes, Soren needs to get his lights and stuff on here because they're awesome. And he also needs to get me that thing that allows me... Oh, see, I got red. Alright. I'm going to wait for day, guys. I'm going to get myself a yellow flower, and then I'll be back. Alright, guys, so here we go. I've got 2 ender tanks. I'm going to color them. Oh, they're so fancy looking. Or actually did the model for these, right?
Oh, she fell off.
Oh, somebody has yellow, white, white filled with lava. I should steal that. That is funny. What's really cool about that, by the way, guys, is they give off, like, light level. But I'm going to go yellow, yellow, black, because yellow, yellow is my frequency, and black for oil. So I've got the pump, I've got the engines, and I've got the ender tank. Let's do it. Pump, ender, yes, should be cool. And it should deposit directly into the tank. I don't think I need a liquid duct in between.
Don't forget, like, levers or redstone torches or something.
Yeah, I have a pair of redstone torches on me. That should be good. And I am off on an adventure. I'm checking out some of this terrain. I like these biomes of plenty biomes. They're neat. Is this a world hole that I'm seeing? Yes, it is. Alright, let me relog. Well, no, okay, it's kind of going away. That's something we should prioritize as a modding community. What causes world holes and how to make them leave. I think the oil well I picked out is off in this direction. Let's see. Am I right with my memory? I think it's straight across this little river here. That and running derpiness.
Not much can be done about that running derpiness.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody keeps telling me, and I'm still sad about it. I'm like, come on, it's so derpy looking. When, like, you know what I'm talking about, right? When you go to run and you, like, start, like, bouncing
Double
back
jumping.
and forth.
Well, yeah, you stutter step. It's a desync between server and client.
I see. Pretty sure my oil well that I had picked out was back in this direction. Right? Right through here? Right through these trees? There it is. Yes, I found it. Not too far from my house. Oh, you know what I definitely need is a chunk loader. I did not bring one of those with me. And this area won't be chunk loaded by me. Not, it's too far away from my house. I'll off camera that though. Alright, let's see. Setting up an oil well. Somebody's mic is open, Tog, maybe?
That was Palmer.
Palmer. Unacceptable.
When I reached around, the switch went.
I see.
I find it interesting that Thaumcraft right now is reporting that copper has an edible aspect to it.
It always has.
Yeah.
Well, I never noticed it before because I don't play.
No.
Well, that's your fault.
You need to play more.
I have too many other projects on the go that people remind me I still have things to do on.
Tell them to shut up your playing.
Yeah, that's pretty much the answer I would give. There we go. So the question is, will I start to get oil in here? Oh, Chicken Bones needs to fix his item renderer in hand. Somebody mentioned him that on the ender tank. There we go. Things are happening. Let's see if that oil disappears and goes into the tank. What was it, Palmar? Like, Forge changed the way items render in your hand?
No, it's just an extra option. You can render it differently from a So if you're holding something in hand, traditionally it would render the same for the person holding it and the person viewing someone holding it. Now you have the option to render it differently between those two, so it could look different to me and different to you.
Well, that's cool. So yeah, basically because of that change, I think, do most mods have to update the way they render in hand now?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. Somebody let Chicken Bones know, because his ender tanks aren't rendering. See guys, this is what we're talking about when we're saying there's like all this fun things we do. We have to like, you know, bug test and such. We're not kidding.
Yeah, the stutch is the really hardest part.
It is. Alright, so this thing's working. I need to chunk load it, but I'm going to have oil for my house. Hooray. I will be back once I make it back home, guys. Guys, real quick, I just want to show you that it occurred to me I need a book. And I found a nice little village. Alright, looks like somebody already raided this village chest. But I'm like out here looking for a you know, cow to get some leather from. But instead I found a village, and I'm really hoping that it has... Hey, what's up, zombies? That was funny. Ooh, Enderman. Come here, you. Got him. Alright, if I find books, I'll let you know. I need a book for my chunk loader. Alright guys, looks like I'm ready to make this thing, I think. Oh, you know what? I need one more component here. One more thing. I'm trying my best not to use the minium stone for ender pearls. So I'm getting them from like mob drops and stuff. And leather gets me a book. I want to just do this. Did that actually work? No, it doesn't work. Alright, I was going to say that was probably a bug if that worked. Chunk loader, hooray! Now I can get that going. But before I go do that, let's put our ender tank somewhere down here. So I've got a nice supply of stuff going on. How about I just have, like, right here, 3 more engines. Now I'm going to probably want my ender tank. What What I could do is put the ender tank here, drain it under the ground to my 3 engines. That would probably work pretty well. And I think I've even got just enough liquid ducts to do that too. All I need to do is whack that, and there we go. Cool. Combustion engines ready to roll. You know what? I'm going to actually need a couple more of those liquid ducts. So let's get... I think I've got a little more hardened glass. Some copper. I should make a minium stone just so I can craft with it, but like I said, I'm trying to use it less. I'm not going to completely not use it, but just a little less. Now, I don't know if the aqueous accumulator can keep up with the combustion and the steam engines to keep things cool, but we'll see. I could always put another aqueous accumulator back there. That probably wouldn't be a terrible idea, right? Actually, to be safe, I probably just should. Why don't I go make one real quick? Off camera, along with, let's say, 3 combustion engines. Although it does occur to me, there's one thing I forgot. Let's rotate this thing back. That should cause everything to flow back in. Oh, right, because it refilled itself. All right, we'll fix that in a minute. I want to have a refinery in here. I don't want to run things off pure oil. That would be silly. I want to get some fuel. I forgot about that. Let's get a refinery going too while we're at it. Pretty sure that's going to require a good amount of diamonds. Let's go with 2 refineries. That ought to do. Going to need a good amount of glass for that though. Alright, not a big deal. I got most of the stuff. Going to make 2 refineries, be right back. Alright, here's what I'm thinking, guys. Tell me if you like this. Going to have this guy here. I'll have the 2 refineries like here, and maybe a 3rd one eventually, and that'll all drip down straight over to here. That should work. I think that should be good. Let's see how my glass cookup is going. Why you no glass? Oh, gravel made its way into there. That's why. Maybe not a terrible idea. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is. I was going to change the config a little bit, but no real need to. Alright, enough glass for maybe at least 1 by now? Yeah, it should be. Nope, close. Alright, this should get us our first refinery, guys. That'll do. So let's see if we can get this all working the way we want. And I'll make that first refinery sit right here for the time being, just so I can do this, because I don't want to waste this oil. It's a precious small amount, but let's see, wrench it. There we go. Cool. But I actually want this to eventually leak out the output slot, so we're going to have this thing cooking in through here. There we go. Right? Now the only thing I should have to do is this. And there we go. We filled it up with oil. Perfect. And then the fuel come here. We'll have our combustion engine set up. Going to need some more redstone energy cells, but that won't be too big of a deal. These guys can go like this to here to this thing.
People are complaining at me that I should have stolen the diamond and gold blocks before they all disappeared, but I didn't know what I was looking at.
Diamond and gold blocks?
Yeah, there was a thing where I like pushed 4 redstone blocks into this thing, and then it turned into diamond and gold blocks, and then exploded.
Neat. Alright, more redstone energy conduits is what I need then. And that's going to be a little expensive. I need more hardened glass and all that stuff. So, give me a few, I'll be back. Alright, let's see how much luck we have with this. You ready? Maybe not enough redstone, but we'll see. Yeah, we did. And... hooray! Success! So we should start having oil finding its way into the combustion engines. Perfect. And you should be draining that fuel out, but you're not. Are you? Not yet. We'll give it a few though. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Then I need you guys connected. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, right? I like it. All right, let me go chunk load that area of the oil. Even though I don't know. Do pumps chunk load now? Because this thing is seeming to do all right. We'll find out. Let me get another refinery going too. All right, here we go. Got my second refinery thing going. This should be cool. Here goes nothing. There we go. So why is the fuel not draining? That's the real question. Should it be in this mode? Oh, right. It needs a redstone torch, doesn't it? That's right. Derp. I forgot. When things don't auto-eject, they need a redstone signal.
Oh, how do I have no appetite?
Maybe because you just ate?
Yeah, I was gonna.
I'll just let you think about what you did.
Everybody loves a pun.
Silent pressure plate. That's interesting. What adds that?
It sounds pretty self-explanatory.
I didn't say what was it. I said what adds that.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, see, the oil's not refilling in here now. So that's definitely needs to be chunk loaded. But we are starting to get fuel in our combustion engines. That's exciting to me. So I should be able to, if I want, get some like redstone in here going on so I can turn these things on and off. Maybe I'll just do levers. Levers might be a good plan.
I guess the obsidian plates adds that. Looks like add
There we
all
go.
sorts of pressure plates.
Nice, 6 Minecraft joules per tick. Per. Am I losing overall? Maybe a little bit. No big deal though. I mean, we are running 2 refineries. I don't know how much energy refineries take. Like, what's their limit? All right, we'll definitely want to automate this at some point when we, determine this thing's full or something. We'll turn off a redstone signal here. I don't know exactly how I'll do it, but I'll figure it out. But for now, we've got oil fueling our stuff. Oh, look, it filled back up. Maybe there's somebody over there. Who knows? I'm going to chunk load it anyway, just for good measure. All right, I will be back in just a minute, guys. All right, guys, this ought to do. Chunk loaded and good. And now I do remember kind of what I was talking about with redstone engines not working too well on machines anymore. Like, they're at full-blown crazy red stage. I don't think they're going to blow up, but I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest with you. So maybe I'll have to get, like, an electric engine over here or something, because I really don't want to have to, like, power it with anything serious.
Yeah, no, mine are usually like that, but they've never blown up.
I don't think they blow up, but what I was experiencing on 151 on Forgecraft 2, I think, was that they were, like, not blowing up per se, but, like, stopping after a while.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like, they overheat and they stop, and you have to, like, hit them with a wrench or brake replace, something like that. All right, guys,
Yeah,
see you
I
back
have
at the base.
an
I need
issue.
to, I think my very next step should be industrial craft power, but I don't know. We'll see. Sneaky visitor is Seeky. Tracking down Marathi. What's up, buddy? This is apparently Soren's to-be digs, by the way. Alright, clean up inventory. Alright guys, and with that, I do apologize, and I hate to say it, but it's time to wrap up the episode. Got my combustion engine going. The good thing about fuel is it lasts a really, really long time. Now, if I'm not using it to power quarries or anything like that, which I'm not going to be doing right now, it should last me a good while, just powering the machines and stuff in my base here. So this fuel, even though like the oil spout that I found was a pretty small one, should last a good while. At least I'm hoping it will. We've almost filled up our combustion engines with fuel. They're almost completely topped off, and once that happens, these refineries will kind of backfill, and you'll notice that my redstone energy cell is draining pretty quickly, but don't worry, it'll start to fill back up rather fast, just because of the fact that we're going to have plenty of power flowing in once the refineries stop working as hard. So yeah, we get a lot of energy from fuel. I think, by the way, let's say bucket, we should be able to determine how many Minecraft joules we get from the NEI plugin. So we can see we get like 18,000 from a Minecraft joules in a magmatic engine with lava. Biomass produces 5 Minecraft joules for 10,000 ticks. So that's like, 50,000, right? Something like that. I don't know. Just look at those numbers and figure it out. Ethanol, which is biofuel, by the way, produces more like 240,000. So 50,000, 240,000, and then full-blown fuel down here does like 600,000. So way massive amounts of Minecraft joules total. There you go. So that's 60,000 for oil buckets, 600,000 for fuel. So very much worth, cleaning up like that. Cool. So let's see. These guys should be pretty full. Yeah, getting there. And we can see even the fuel happening. So for now, wrapping up the episode. I'll come back next time. I'll manually be turning these on and off for now. At some point, I'll have an automation system set up, but we're going to need, all kinds of fancy stuff in order for that to happen. We're going to need an assembly table and all the lasers and all that cool stuff, but we're not going to get there just yet. I would like to get a few systems in place. I want to make sure that fuel keeps running. I want to maybe start with some industrial craft power. We'll see. Probably do a bit of mining between this episode and next. Doing pretty good on resources, but a little low on diamonds. I've been having a really tough time finding diamonds this season for whatever reason. So not sure what that's all about. Would like to maybe check out the Twilight Forest. I heard there's some good mining to be had out there if I can go find one of those hallowed hills. But for now, like I said, wrapping up. So hope you enjoyed the episode, and take it easy, everybody.